Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a simple card, but can you see that beautiful paper in the background? This is the new brushstroke paper that is in the annual catalogue. This is the soft succulent colour. There is also Blushing Bride, and can you see that if I tip it? And then Night of Navy. Very, very pretty. So I'm going to make the card. I have already stamped and die cut my flowers. That's because I really needed them to dry before I start coming in with blends. So I've pre-die cut and pre-stamped those. And it's from Honeybee Home. Lovely, lovely set. Honeybee Blooms dies are the ones that go with it. And you can outline all of these and then additional bits as well. And then obviously the 2 bees. But I wanted those to be fully dry before I start with blends. So let me grab a sheet of basic black. So I'm going to scooch that over there. So I'm going to cut it in half and then score it in half. It is up to you which measurements you work with, whether you work in metric or imperial, but simply cut it in half and score it in half. And then my layer of this lovely Blushing Bride is going to be 1/2 centimetre shorter and narrower than my cardstock when it is folded. So the card blank, when folded, and this is 1/2 centimetre shorter and narrower, so I get the same border all the way around it. So if you work in imperial, maybe 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, whatever it is you want to go with. And then my card, the layer on the front, it's kind of determined by the sentiment. So I'm actually going to go with this one this time, Such Happiness. Sorry, not Such Happiness, Such Happy News, which is here. If I take that and measure it along here, so I want my card base to be 7 centimetres wide, which is 1, 2, 3.5 centimetres shorter and narrower. So I'm going to make this 1, 2, 3.5 as well. And then my other piece of black, so that was 3.5, so I'm going to make it 3. 1, 2, 3, which means that I get this same border all the way around on here. Get that same 1/2 centimetre, but when I put it over the top of this, I get the same amount there, there, there and there. And so just as long as you stick to those sorts of rules, you'll be good. Okay, let me grab a block and that sentiment. And my memento. My memento went walkabout. Just stamp that along the bottom. Or apparently the top, because I had it upside down. Oops. Anybody else do that? You think, oh, I'm doing really, really well, and then you stamp it upside down. There we go. Such happy news. Right. Let me scooch that out of the way, and then I'm going to grab this just to lean on and get my flowers and my little bee and zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. So this is Blushing Bride, so I want a pink to go with it, and I'm going to come in, I think, here, Flirty Flamingo, and colour all of these flowers, not the leaves, just the flowers. And I'm just going to do a blob of the dark at the bottom and then inside the trumpet of these flowers. I don't know what the flowers are called. Couldn't tell you. I have issues. I don't know flowers. I know flowers look pretty. I know that they look nice in my garden. I don't know what most of them are. Actually, we don't have too many, to be fair. I kind of know some of the trees. I have an Acer. I only know that because every time my mum comes over, It's huge. It was there when we bought our house, and it's got bigger and bigger and bigger. She's like, you're just so lucky to have that because it would cost a fortune to buy now. And I'm like, really? Didn't know that. But that's about as much. And actually, I do know, lovely Tricia, Smithy's Crafts, she commented on a photo I shared the other day, or rather a video. She said, Sam, is that an Acer? She said, I've got a little one, a baby one. And I was like, yeah. I do know I have a black bamboo, but also not floral. So I know what a lily looks like. And these trumpety things, I don't know what they're called. So I'm just going over the light over the dark. Very simple. And then I want a nice green. Ooh, which green? I'm going to take Shaded Spruce Light and just the light to colour the leaves. Oops. And apparently go over the line. Just little bits there. And then I just need to do my bee now. And do you know what? I know what a bee looks like. Whenever I colour a bee, I have to go and check on Google what it looks like so that I'm not colouring the wrong bits. It's ridiculous, isn't it? We know that, bees are black and white, but which bit of them are black and which bit of them are white? Black and white, black and yellow. But which bit's which? Yeah, every time I have to Google. And then I'm just going to finish off with some little glittery wings. Let me zoom back out. Oops. So you can see what's going on. I think my camera's twisted a little bit. And start layering up. So this lovely paper, very pretty. It's called Brushstroke, and it's 12 by 12 sheets. Layer that on there. And then my white panel. Oops. Over the top. Put that right in the centre. And I'm just going to put my adhesive down the bottom part of the flowers. And then bend them up. My little bumblebee needs a dimensional on the back. And can I put it over here? And then just to finish off, I need to find my linen thread. Oh, please tell me Fauna hasn't run off with it. Oh no, here it is. It's because I'm almost at the end of the reel, I didn't see it. Running my fingers along that to straighten it. And just tie a bow. Grab my mini glue dots, put one behind it. And onto there. No, it's apparently sticking to me. Lift those up a little bit. Those are rather lovely cards, don't you think? Very sweet. I love doing the colouring with the blends. And yeah, the same card but different colour bases, but both the brush strokes. Love them. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. I can't speak. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.